Hello and welcome back to another video on the Records Play and to another edition of NXT Out of 10. Big show today. We've got main roster stars on the show taking on the NXT champion and Tommaso Ciampa in a tag team match. We've got a North American title match and lots of big name matches on the card as well. So a stacked show. And let's get straight into it with the Dirty Dogs against Ciampa and Breaker. Ciampa and Braun attacked the Raw tag teams before the match started, and we headed for the bout soon after. Rude and Ciampa kicked off the match, and Team NXT got a big day NXT Spinebuster right off the bat. Rude distracted Braun, and Dolph got a zigzag for a near fall before the NXT champ made the tag. The Dirty Dogs taunted their opponents and the fans before Ciampa got a knee strike and tagged Braun in. The latter got the spear before Ziggler caught him with a big knee. Ciampa then came back in and got a bulldog before Rude attacked Braun outside. He sent Breaker into the ring post while Dolph set up for the finish, but Ciampa got the fairy tale ending and picked up the win. I'll give this a 7 out of 10. Definitely the right result and a solid match to kick off the show. Did what it needed. LA Knight was out next and recapped his feud with Grayson Waller. The latter walked out on his balcony and said Knight was a roadblock in his career, but he took care of him. Knight challenged Waller to a last man standing match, and next week Henry accepted it. Persia and Indy were backstage, and Parotti was more focused on texting Duke than preparing for their match, and it had a Hartwell worried as they took on Chu and Kai. Chu and Parotti kicked off the match, and the latter had her opponent by a hair and isolating her. Kai came in and made some big moves before getting a near fall on Indy. Chu was then back in and hit a double team move with Kai before she was caught by submission by Hartwell to get out. Kai then got Hartwell with a big boot in the corner before getting another near fall. Persia then tugged in and sent Kai into the turnbuckles, and Chu broke the following pin. Kai took out Persia before Chu got a Vader bomb and let Dakota pick up the win with a double stomp. I'll give this a 6 out of 10. Decent enough match, the right result, and definitely some storyline added to it because of it. Next up was Lash Legend versus Amari Miller. Legend got a big kick early on before taking control of the match. Miller returned with a basement dropkick before getting a super kick and a running moonsault before getting a near fall. Legend then sent Miller into the turnbuckles and hit her finisher for the W. I'll give this a 5 out of 10. It was okay, but I kind of just wanted to see a bit more. This was just very basic. Before Briggs and Jensen looked at Chuck before Electra Lopez came in for a funny promo, and that was all we got from that segment. So kind of two just very short segments, which kind of wanted to see more from. But we definitely saw more from this. It was Gunther versus Solo Sikoa. Gunther unloaded on Sikoa as the match started and took him into the corner for some uppercuts. The latter came back and got some strikes before Gunther dropped him. Gunther was still in control and got some big chops before Solo dropped him outside. Back in the ring, Sikoa got a super kick and a near fall before missing the splash. Gunther got the headlock and the powerbomb twice before picking up the win, ending Sikoa's streak. Gunther picking up the win. Don't have an issue with that. Two big stars. Hopefully Sikoa gets his momentum back. Maybe in a rematch and Sikoa wins. I'd love to see that. 50-50 booking. Wouldn't mind it for once. So I'll give it 7 out of 10. Dolph Ziggler was then backstage and said he wanted an NXT title shot. Ciampa noted that he did not deserve it, and Braun joined the argument and said he would hit both of their asses, and that's confirmed next week. Can't wait for that. Indy and Persia then argued about the loss before Hudson came and took Parotti away, and then we got Harlan versus Draco Anthony. Draco tried to escape the ring early on, but Harlan caught him by the hair and dragged him back in. Harlan then unloaded on Draco in the corner before dropping him and slamming his head over and over on the mat. He then hit the side suplex and picked up the easy W. After the match, he grabbed Anthony for a hug before NXT went on. To be honest, I actually didn't mind this at all. I'm quite interested in this Harlan character. And well here, so I'll go with 6 out of 10. Paxton then apologised to Ivy now for last week's loss, but Niall said it would take more than that to join the Diamond Mine. Before we got Raquel Gonzalez and Cora Jade versus Valentina Ferros and Yulisa Leon. Jade on Gonzalez had the early advantage, but Ferros dodged a big move and tried to roll out Raquel. Jade then tried back in front and sent Ferros into the corner before they were outside, and Gonzalez took a big dive at ringside. Jade was isolated in the ring and managed to get the tag before Raquel came in and hit a chicken over bomb. Jade then came back and hit a dive for the victory. Good win for Raquel and team. Definitely building storylines this net well, 6 out of 10. Tiffany Stratton then got into a scuffle backstage with Saray, who showed off her Beyblade necklace to a group of trainees before he got Andre Chase versus Wagner. Chase started strong and took Wagner into the corner before he returned and drove him back into the same corner. Wagner got some kicks in and an axe handle. Chase was caught in a headlock and managed to break through and got some big moves on Wagner. Chase took the big guy down and Stone ran a distraction outside, allowing Wagner to drop Chase. Wagner landed a modified FU back in the ring and picked up the victory. yeah, I'm going to give this 7 out of 10. I actually really enjoyed this. Two quite established stars for the new NXT. Von Wagner picking up the win. I really like him, so yeah, Von Wagner prop. And Andre Chase, you know, he didn't come across too bad as well. At the end of the day, it kind of did need a Robert Stone distraction. Backstage then, Nikita Lyons invited herself to Lashing Out next week to further a feud with Lash Legends. I'm looking forward to that. We got Melo versus Dunn for the title. Melo started strong, but Dunn got back with some big kicks in an area. Dunn got a massive X-Pax before he headed for a break, and after it, Melo tried for a big knee on the ropes before getting a big drop on the apron thanks to a slight distraction. Dunn then got a knee strike in the corner and countered a springboard move with a fist for a near fall. Melo then got a near fall off a code breaker before Dunn blocked a kick and hit the bitter end. Dunn was on the top rope and Trick tried to interfere, but Dunn got his hand and twisted it. Hayes then pushed Dunn off the top and landed his leg drop for the victory. So yeah, I'll give this a 7 out of 10. Really decent match. Hayes getting an established win. Shame for Dunn, but you know, he's still got a bit of momentum after winning a cage match a few weeks back. And then after the match, Melo said that Stand and Deliver, he'd defend the North American title in a ladder match like it was first introduced. Hopefully that's as great as the first one, because I just remember it was just bloody awesome. I doubt it, but I really hope it. Overall this week, NXT gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Yeah, for me this was probably one of the better episodes of NXT since it launched. Definitely right at the top quality. Really enjoyable episode of NXT. And lots going on. Lots of established stars and matches. Main roster stars getting over, and we've got a big game next week. So yeah, looking forward to it. But anyway guys, that's it for you. Thanks very much for watching. To like, share, subscribe. Remember your thoughts, comments, down below. Follow on Twitter, links to for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to my channel on screen right now. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.